just to let you all know, for those of you who are in my Twitch chat, and I'm hosting Mem right now, so that's what's going on. Oh, it's starting. Never mind.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get into this.
I'll
do a little intro at the start to introduce the tournament, and then let's do it.
Okay, let's start it, guys. And this is Slam with Berbers and Sprint with Ethiopians. I'm here now with Slam and Sprint, yes, but not only with them, with also Resonance22. Welcome to the channel. And Res, Berbers and Ethiopians. What do you think about this matchup with those crazy civilizations?
So 1 versus 1 Arabia as part of the King of the Desert tournament, and it's going to be Berbers versus Ethiopians. For those of you just tuning in, I'm joined today by membTV, and I have to say, Berbers and Ethiopians are two very strong civilizations. But before we get too far into that, I was wondering, Mem, would you like to do the honors of introducing your tournament a little bit to anyone who might be from my channel and not be familiar with it?
Go for it. Go for it yourself if you want.
All right, cool. Okay, in this case, so the King of the Desert tournament. This is going to be game 1 between Slam and Spring. This is an expert Age of Empires 2 tournament, which was organized by Swissboy, crowdfunded by membTV, his supporters, the community, and even with a $100 donation from myself, Resonance22. It's awesome to see the entire AoE2 community working together and to see how the pros are going to adapt to the exciting new AoE2 HD edition expansions. If you're interested in playing the new expansions on the Voobly client, you can check out the Willow Kingdoms mod made by Giant Ethel and Tails. Thanks for having me today, Mem. Let's get into the game.
Yeah, let's go. We're going for the game after this little introduction for Resonance viewers. Well, we can see now Slam in the south of your minimap and Red Spring in the north with a big forest Slam with a very nice route. The goal also at the back, but if you check all the front with crazy hills and on the right side, pretty open map. So he will have to be careful because both stones are forward. But if we check a sprint map, goal at the back, wood at the back, and in front the stone, berries, and also open. So they will have to be careful with being aggressive play or not. Well, let's see. What do you think is the standard here? Well, with Berbers, probably a scout, but Ethiopians archers, so it might be interesting. Let's see how they play with those crazy civilizations, because Berbers in Imperial Res, those camel archers.
Yeah, I have to say that both of these civilizations are certainly some of the stronger ones available in the AoE2 HD expansions. The Berbers most known for their discount on cavalry units that's going to be 15% in the Castle Age at the stable and then 20% in the Imperial Age. Gives them an amazing Night Rush, gives them amazing camels as well. They can pair with that. The Ethiopians are just a really aggressive civilization with the 100 food and 100 gold they get every time they advance through the ages, and both of these civs are super strong in the late game because the Ethiopians have amazing siege with torsion engines increasing the blast radius, and then we have the camel archer, which is just a super powerful unit for the Berbers. So I'm curious to see how this is going to go, but this is an open aggressive map, so I think I'd expect some scouts.
Well, it depends. It depends because I have seen lately with most of the civilizations so many times opening with militias and then transition to men at arms and then going aggressive. But of course, the scouts.
And then they go towers, right?
Yeah, but the thing with the Berbers is that they are super strong with the knights in castles. I mean, about the scouts, they don't have like an advantage in feudal age. So it's let's see. It's difficult. And with the Spring, you don't know what to expect because he's a it's not a stable player, if we can call it like this. He can make the best and the worst.
I wonder if you had like a double meaning there with not a stable player, because you never know what he's going to do, and he also might not build a stable. So the metagame in Willow Kingdoms so far has been a little bit different than I think some players expected. Heavily influenced by the nerfed building HP in the early game that now scales through the ages, as well as all the nerfs to walls, which now cost slightly more and build slower. Heavily encourages, believe it or not, this Men-at-Arms Tower Rush metagame, where players play super aggressively, so we might end up actually seeing that the barracks is down from Slam, and no barracks yet from Spring. Yeah. He's going straight to feudal.
But look what he's doing. You see his mining camp already. So he's exactly going to go for Melissa. Oh, he lost a villager already. He was getting that because he was fighting without the loom. Ay ay ay. Ay ay ay. And Spring is going up. Spring is going up now. Feudal Age faster than Slam, and Slam is already with 1 villager dead. And militias, he's gonna go what? Militias already. Well, you see, they're doing with almost all the civilizations, really. So it's hard to know what they are going to do, because they try to go for knights and camel archers in castles. We see arches most of the times, or even walls as well. Well, let's see.
It's interesting because both of these players have a different build order, right? Like, you can see that Spring ended up mining 10 gold from his main gold mine. He didn't build a mining camp, and he's just doing that so he can get the 3 militia out. And then, he hasn't built a mining camp yet. Whereas Slam actually did build a mining camp. He's got 2 villagers on gold, so this makes me think he might want to commit to additional militia. We'll have to see, and he also built the militia earlier. But, you know, Spring was doing that so he could get a faster feudal age. Both players have 3 militia. Men-at-Arms upgrade coming out.
Yeah,
maybe
but
he can get a good fight before Slam gets Men-at-Arms.
Spring is going crazy. Spring is going forward, man. Oh my goodness. Ooh. He's going forward. You can see that he's coming with 4 villages, 3 militias, and he will have the Men-at-Arms there ready, and he's trying to catch up, and he's catching up. Ay, ay, ay. Well, he's there with 3 militias. No, 4. No, yeah, 3 men-at-arms, 4 villages, now doing archery range forward. And what is his Slam reaction? Because he's a bit slower. He's gonna react with what? Well, he's doing more militia. It's gonna have like 5, but you need to go back, Slam, because the men-at-arms will dominate completely. Well, I don't know, but in these mess games, Spring feel so damn good, and also he can do the best games ever or Titanic big time, even delete the TC.
No, well, a stable player. No, that is the case.
Yeah, I have seen the rest Spring doing best games or Titanic, man. But let's see, why he's going back now? I mean, he did the archery range. Okay, he's gonna make another. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Go.
So, Mem, this is what I like to call a passive-aggressive forward, you know. He wants to get the forward on, but he's a little concerned about these men-at-arms coming out from Slam, and that's because Slam had that early gold mine, right? He had that extra money to commit to men-at-arms. 2 on gold is a telltale sign of that. Spring, he's making skirms, but those skirms do, like, no damage to those men-at-arms. They deal only 1 because the men-at-arms is 1 pierce armor. And now, Spring, he wants to be the aggressor because he has the 100 food and 100 gold advantage with the double ranges. But he has no gold, so he has to make skirms versus men-at-arms. Disaster, man. Disaster.
Like you can see, I mean, only so in this, you can see that the skills are nothing. Now, Slam is taking absolutely everything. 4 men-at-arms alive. Can you see the men-at-arms rest? Because I'm not using my glasses, but I don't see the men-at-arms. He lost absolutely everything, man. And those skirmishers, come on.
Oh man, the skirmisher rush. This is not going to be an episode of Break the Meta, everybody, because this is not exactly working. But it turns out Villagers OP, actually. Bringing a couple of them forward. They have acceptable combat stats with Loom. Both these players trying to use the hill to their advantage. And Spring, with one of the most ghetto rushes I've seen in a while, is kind of coming out on top. And this forces Slam into awkwardly mimicking Spring. He can't make archers now because there are too many skirms in the field now. He has to make his own crappy skirmishers, and the duel continues.
Look at the difference with the villages. It's not only what he has killed.
Oh my god.
What it happens also, if you check Spring TC, is completely idle. The TC from Spring is completely idle. Idle TC. Now he's doing a villager after a minute. He has 7 villages behind. How he can be 7 villages behind when he has killed 11 units only? He killed 7 villages? No, man. I mean, he took 3-4 villages, and his economy is like, I'm not gonna make comparison with some countries. I don't know how he even is still ahead in the score, because right now he's gonna go push with those skirmishes. He has the kill advantage, that's good, but his macro economy, he has the Blasmith rest, he did the Blasmith, and he has no food to make villages, so...
Oh, that is so sad. That is absolutely so sad. And the only reason, everyone, that he can get away with this is because he's got that extra paycheck that the Ethiopians get when they advance to the next ages. He's barely holding on to that. But man, does Spring's economy suck. So small, you need a microscope to see it. So he's really going to have to apply some serious pressure to Slam right now if he wants to win this game, because his eco is so very weak. But he will get fletching first. So maybe he can do something with that.
Well, I don't know if he can do something, because if you check the amount of army, they have almost the same. And if they are going with the same amount of army, and the other guy has, right now, in minute 17, 9 villages more. Oh, come on, man, 9 villages more. It's just, I mean, 9 villages more if you need 25 seconds to make one villager, and we are in 17 minutes. It's like he was idle like 3 minutes. More or less. It's unbelievable. I don't know how he's able to do this disaster economy sometimes. You can see now he's trying to put the pressure, but Islam with some little micro is gonna take the villager forward. That I don't know what that villager was doing there. Was doing theories or what?
Ooh.
I mean, look at those skirmishes now hitting with all the villagers as well. Well, but he focused on the army. For that reason, he's behind in villages. You see? He's just spamming units, and his TC probably... Well, no, now he's doing villages. He surprised me, man. He's still doing villages. Oh my god.
It is crazy to see how much of Spring's economy he forfeited for this rush. Very unorthodox. I mean, if you have to go for a skirmisher opening like this, that really cripples the amount of food that you get to spend on villagers. And, you know, this has allowed him to gain a very slight military lead, but it's just not big enough to make up for the eco. Now he has to watch out for that hill. Look at the way Slam is camping that hill. He's going to try and focus fire down the skirmishers. Oh, this is going to come down to some good micro-men and that men-at-arms in the front to take some damage. How is this fight going to go?
Well, let's see. What I see is that now Islam is adding a stable. His house at 50 population, he has 8 population more than Spring, not in army. It's all about the economy. If you check, they have the same amount of army. He's now going to mine a stone Islam, probably to make some tower, because actually he didn't lose. He didn't use his stone already. Now he's going with the skirmishes around, and he's trying to go in. Is he doing a scout or not? I don't understand why he did that. Oh, he's gonna drive? Ooh. No, little palisade, little buildings to drive. Now he's now going back. But Islam, well, the only good thing for Spring and rest is that he never attacked yet. Islam never attacked yet his economy. But even like this, he don't need that Islam attack him his economy. He attacked his economy himself.
Exactly. However, it looks like Slam is going to move out and going to try and do a counterattack of his own. I really appreciate all the love, by the way, in Mem's chat. Thank you so much, everybody. I look forward to co-casting with Mem more, and I'll have a playlist of that in my in the video description on my YouTube channel. To be clear, I don't work for Skybox. I never did, but I did used to work for Forgotten Empires. I'm still on the team, but it's not a formal job. And right now, some scouts are coming out from Spring. Now, these are great versus the skirms. The skirms do have minimum range, and they do literally 1 damage to those scouts. So Slam could get caught out of position here. This could be a disaster.
Well, but I see also a scout in the other side. If you check on the right side, he has 2 scouts with the skirmishers. Both are attacking the same, with the scout to the skirmishers. So both are losing. And now, oh, he catch up a bit in villages. I think that the Slam did the wheelbarrow already. Slam resources are way better if you check. 300 food, 200 gold. He's taking now the kill advantage. Who is winning this fight with the scouts is gonna take the advantage, really. 3 scouts for both. This is crazy. They are going all in. 50 population for both. Let's see if Slam is gonna send more spears. Well, he could do it. Slam resources way better than Spring. And that's in long terms is gonna, yeah, it's gonna pay it off. You see? He's now keep doing more army, and he has almost 600 food, 300 gold, and he's about to go Castellate soon, while Spring is about to go. I don't know where he's going to go with that economy.
He's definitely about to go, because, like you said, you pointed this out very well, that the eco difference is just spiraling out of control. It's amazing how many resources you can gather over your opponent with an 8 villager lead over such a long period of time. Now, Spring has still managed to somehow, once again, turn this around and pick off that army. That was such a roller coaster of a fight. His spearmen initially arrived too late, but he does have, you know, he's got these forward archer ranges. He's using the hill very well. He's got all the scouts. This is such an interesting game to me because he's playing so very aggressively, but Slam is on his way to the Castle Age. Spring finally has the window of opportunity that he's been waiting for, everybody. He has an 11 military lead, but he has to do it now. He has like a minute left before the Castle Age comes.
Did you see that trash talk? He said, stop walling, nerd. Well, he's a nerd, yeah, but he's doing pretty well because he's now on the way to Castle Age, Bloodlines. People was telling in the chat, Mem is pretty happy that Resonance is taking over. I'm not happy. I'm super excited that he's taking over because I'm pretty tired. But also, you cannot see it, Mr. Res, because I was taking my dinner while you were talking during these minutes. Yeah, man, I am like this. I can tell because people in my channel is watching me taking the dinner. It's just I don't know how to call it. It's nothing, because if this is my dinner, it's like a water with some proteins or something like this. But guys, and then Res, you can see he's on the way to Castellage. No, almost Castellage. And Spring has some resources, but he's always playing like this. I mean, Spring is going like all the times all in. And now Slam is gathering a lot of stone, because those really, I think the camel archers are broken, man. They are insanely strong. But Slam has the same villages with no army at all, so he should make some damage, or Spring will recover. And let's remind that Ethiopians will get pikeman upgrade for free, and another 100 food and 100 gold. So it's not gonna be a bad civilization to hold against the Night Rush if he's going up Castellage, because he's still not going.
That's a great civilization to hold against the Night Rush, but unfortunately Spring did not get that window of opportunity that he was looking for. He got quick-walled, and that means that his skirmishers didn't get to kill anything, and now the Knights are coming down from the Berbers player Slam, 15% discount. I just love his build. I think the Watchtower placement protecting his stone is excellent. For those of you who are wondering why Camel Archers are so insanely strong, it's because the unit is not a counter unit that beats other Cavalry Archers. It does that for sure. It actually is a counter unit against units. It just has really good stats. It's like you can kind of compare it to a Mangadai. So I love that he's going heavy on stone to try and make those Camel Archers. The Knights are coming down. I think Slam has an opportunity here. I don't think he should be attacking these archery ranges. But thankfully, Spring does actually have a quick wall. Like you said, he gets that paycheck once again. Maybe he can hold on?
The problem is that what happened with the casting is that we see everything. And Slam don't know exactly how he's going, and he was trying to kill a bit, but now he's going aggressive. He's doing the castle on top of that hill. With that castle, he's not only taking the hill, he's now with the goal, with the stone protected, and he's trying to put some pressure. Is that a hole? Ay, he don't wall. Look at the hole! And the 3 knights are going inside. Go to the lumber camp, but don't go to the TC. Amazing, yes, amazing, but why he's going to the TC? Go to the wood, Slam boy. Well, Slam is going with the knights. He's gonna raid now the lumberjacks, and he has only one spear there. All the spears are coming. Look at those.
Oh, this hill sucks too, man. Oh my god, he even has the hill advantage to pick off the villagers. It actually means that he gets to kill them in 1 less hit if you don't have forging. Ah, disaster. Spring's eco falling even further behind, but here comes the spearmen. They're just too slow though. They can't catch up to those Berbers knights who are just gonna kite them away. These knights are kinda like trapped though. But,
yeah, those knights. Oh, look what we were talking. Look at those spears now. Convert instantly in pikeman upgrade. You see, pikes. Spring will have the crossbow, bodkin arrow, but the economy difference now, resonance, is exactly like your country and my country. Exactly the same difference, you know? No, really, I'm not kidding, man. It's the same. But who has better economy? We are not going to talk about your country or mine. We keep going, and those camel archers are going to do the job. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4 camel archers. Look at those camel archers. +2, man. +2. Of course, Spain is with better economy, guys. Keep going, Res.
Spain is best, and you know, I have to say, I love 3 pikemen. I think that it's really good against these knights. It's going to keep Spring alive very briefly. However, here's what I don't like. Camel archers floating around with 80 HP. They've got +2 attack. They got the bodkin arrow. They've got the padded archer armor, even the level 2 defense. That's strong. They can kite those pikemen so very easily. Spring's going to put down a town center. Now, I do think that the Ethiopians have an okay matchup versus the Berbers because their crossbows are so strong, and the crossbows are an okay answer to the Camel Archer. But the Camel Archer still has 1 pierce armor. It's not great. This is going to be very hard for Spring to come back in this one.
It's difficult, man. No, it's difficult now. It's almost impossible. The Slam is doing perfectly fine because look, now he's raiding with those camel archers, and he doesn't have the ballistic, you know? He doesn't have the ballistic, but those camel archers, like you were talking, they are tanks, man. No, really. They are tanks. And the problem is not only that, is even if he's losing this army now, can you tell me how how he's gonna make damage on Slam economy. Slam has TC already on that secondary goal on the wood. He has towers already on stone at the goal at the back, and TC forward with the castle. I mean, he has no way to make any damage, and Slam is on the way to Imperial, man. Already.
Oh, that is devastating. I love seeing pro players use that market. I think players should use the market more often as a way to cheat their way through the ages, get up those upgrades, rebalance their eco. That's going to be decisive and absolute game-winning for Slam if he can do that. And I have to say, being the aggressor, having all that map control really favors Slam. So Spring, once again, has an incredibly narrow window of opportunity where he needs to make something happen before Slam gets to Imp. He gets out a single trebuchet, and then Spring is toast. So can he do it now? Because Ethiopian's archers are pretty good. He kind of has the hill.
Nah, but he just need to go back with those camel archers. If you notice, you just need to go back a little bit. Yeah, but if you check a Spring economy, you see he's from your country. Look his economy, man. Look, he's from your country. Look his farmers. I mean, he has 50 villages and barely. After 36 minutes,
it's
Resonance, 10 farmers, man. 10 farmers, man. So, it's what it is, man. Really?
You know, I like the Ethiopians in this matchup a bit. The faster firing crossbows are pretty good. Oh no, so Spring knows. He knows.
GG will play. He's calling the
mobility on the camel archer. He's gonna die. He can camp that hill. The camel archer is so strong. Once Imp and all those upgrades come out, Spring just never recovered economically. So GG well played. GG well played.
Yeah, sorry that I interrupt you, but when I see the GG, I'm just going cuckoo. I'm going crazy. Look at the castle on top of that hill, like we were mentioning. Well, this was a total domination, man. Total domination. Canada winning United States. Sorry, Resonance, don't feel too bad, but it's what it is, man. Canada won. Slam 1, Sprint 0. But if we check, and now seriously, out of jokes, the achievements, it's looked really, this game it looked like Slam won easily, man. He has 70 unit kills, 18 largest army, 31, look at the unit loss, but the economy, and now seriously, 1,200 more food, 2,000 more wood, stone, Sprint didn't even collect a single one, and gold, a lot more, villages, 18 more. He was in Imperial, or he was going to be in Imperial without even huge economy, 70 villages. I don't know, but it seems, in my opinion, I don't know what you think, that Slam is in another level.
Yeah, that was a decisive victory for Slam there, and I'm looking forward to Game 2 and seeing what Spring brings to the table. Because I think he is capable of taking some games, or maybe even the series off of Slam, but he's gonna have to bring his best. I'll be back in about 30 seconds while we wait for the next game to start. I'm excited. Spring might have a plan.
Okay. Well, there you go, guys. Like said, going for the second game. Guys, we keep going with the second game. With Resonance co-casting here. For those people that are going to watch on YouTube, that hopefully is going to be a lot, it's the second game is starting. And it's gonna be there you go, in seconds. And it's now Mayans versus Magyars. Whoa, way different civilizations. Scout Ras from one and the other Meso civilizations. Greed like Arabia and Mr. Res. With these civilizations, what to do? What to do with these civilizations in early game? Eagles versus Scouts?
Ooh, Mayans versus Magyars. Now, the Magyars did get quite a few buffs in a very recent balance patch to AoE 2 HD, so their Scout Rush is better than ever. It will be quite interesting to see how this matches up here, because normally the Mayans want to go for archers. They've got such a strong early game economy, actually at all stages of the game to be perfectly honest, and those discounted archers, it's great, but it doesn't match it very well versus the Magyar Scout Rush with the free blacksmith upgrades that they have, as well as the 15% discount. It's powerful. I'm curious to see how this is going to go. And again, everybody, this is Game 2 between Slam and Spring in the King of the Desert tournament, funded and organized by membTV, all of the supporters, the community, and even a bit from myself. Thank you all for supporting competitive Age of Empires.
Well, about the strategy, we can say that I think it would be really nice to go, for example, the Drash or a standard up. I will go for Eagles Spears, really. But you need to add the Spears. You cannot go, like you said, only with Eagles, because those extra, that for free forging upgrade it makes the Scouts really dangerous. Of course, the Scouts are also a bit faster than the Eagles, and if you have to chase those, it's gonna be complicated. But say that, the execution is the crucial, because if you have, for example, like in the previous game, what is this? I have to what? He's laming the boar. He sent 1 billion forward sprint, and he's laming the boar. What the hell? Okay, it seems that he cannot lame with the scout. He needs to send a villager to lure it. What is this, man? I mean, most of the players, you see what's happening here, Res. Most of the players send the scouts to lame, but the sprint send the villager, man. He's amazing, man. He's a sick player, man.
So this is why we love Age of Empires too, right? Because only in this game can you do a strat like this, where you send a villager across the map, you wall your own villager in, and use that as a way to body block the boar, kill it, and now he gets to escape with 6 food if he wants, or is he just gonna go forward with the villager and do more laming? Oh my god!
Now Rez can go and lame the stone and lame more, man. Lame even more. Gonna palisade maybe, I don't know. But still, this usually, most of the times, also damage your own economy. Why? I'm trying to find now sprint resources. He's housed already. He's housed forever. No. You see, he's housed. He did the loom, and he didn't find the second board itself. He has no house. He has no ships. Oh my God, this is sprint. Well, he wants that you don't get too tired, Resonance. He wants that the series finish in a 3-0.
Yeah, this is some Titanic, but hey, at least that hunter's got 6 food. Hopefully he doesn't tire out either from carrying those giant stakes on his back. I have to say, this is not working out for Spring. He wanted to get loom there, so he didn't notice that he was getting housed, because you need to get loom if you're gonna do some super laming action. But he's not doing some super laming action. I've seen Spring do this in one of my more popular videos on YouTube against the Viper, where he did some insane wall rush, but like, here no, he's just carrying some stakes. He's not really doing anything.
I think he's holding that villager at the back because he knows that that Slam know that he's there. So he's trying to maybe sneak that villager there till he's going up and then go arches behind the Slam. Maybe he's gonna do that. Maybe he's gonna do that. He's gonna leave the villager there, you know? This is a guess. This is my guess I'm doing. He's leaving the villager there, and if he's gonna be able to do some decent up, because it's not gonna happen. Look at this. Look at his build order at home. He's now coming with 20,000 villagers now, taking the board, doing the house already, really at the limit. 3 villagers on wood. Well, his Dark Age is of course not even close to be perfect, but you will see Res how well, because he's going militias, right, Slam? No, look, Slam with 1 board or less, he's already with 22 villagers and the scouted, 23 population up to feudal age. Well, Spring, that was laming, he has 200, 300 food.
I don't know what I'm watching, man, but I'm seeing a barracks at the edge of the map from Slam. From Spring that Slam doesn't know about, but I don't think that matters. You know, he's 45 seconds behind in his feudal age timing. He's also behind in a villager. The barracks was already up from Slam. I mean, in this game, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, we get to answer the question, how much does the element of surprise really matter when you're already behind? Does a forward house win you the game? Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Well, Spring is doing a weird game like he always do, but it makes the games fun to watch. But now, that can be dangerous, to be honest. If Slam is not aware that he's there, be careful. I don't know what Slam is going to do. Slam is with Mayans, remember, and he's not mining gold. So actually, what the Spring is doing, if Slam do not notice, is that he's going to go men at arms. And Slam is doing archery range. He will go skirmishes, and we saw in the previous game how skirms can work against the men at arms. Nothing.
Yeah.
Oh well. No. He's going standard. He's doing a spear. And now, well, Spring can do. Look at the Spring!
Look at the Spring! He's gonna go do some walling. He's going to see walling. Is he going to see the buildings? He does, and he's like, what the hell is this, like, reverse men-at-arms rush at the back side of the map? The back
Look, he need to palisade, the panic mode activated, the slam boy, you're gonna lose now. Well, 5 men-at-arms from a spring. Well, if he's doing the upgrade.
What kind of strategy is this from Spring? That's my side of the map, dude. What are you doing there? What are you doing?
Well, he's doing
trapped. He's gonna drop a tower, man.
And a tower, exactly. He's doing a tower. He's a crazy player. And now how to hold against this? Well, he need to move those villains fast and unpredictable. He's going away. He delete the little palisade. Oh my goodness, he will need to delete the Lumbercan. No, he's going down with the 2 villains using the last second. He did one eagle. Slam. No, he has no goal. Slam has no. He's not collecting gold. Now panic mode for Slam. So we were talking, and maybe some little jokes. He's in panic mode, man. 1 villain going to be down with that Venatam. Look, the multitasking is needed, but Slam now, it's in danger to lose a lot. But now he will eat the town center. No. Okay, good micro for a sprint.
So what we're looking at, ladies and gentlemen, this is a barracks on the opposing edge of the map and a 1 villager tower rush.
No, wait. Look what that sprint. Really was hoping you do eagle. Yeah. Well, actually, the mind game is really important, and if he was going eagle, rest, the men-at-arms is a perfect counter. With +1, yeah. He has +1 already. What? Yeah, he has the +1 attack, of course, with the forging.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's good. I mean, it's like you mentioned earlier, the skirmishers. So the problem here is, everybody, is that Slam doesn't have a gold mine yet, so he has to make skirmishers, which are terrible versus men-at-arms. They deal only 1 damage, and the Magyars have an above-average men-at-arms rush with that free forging upgrade. I mean, yeah, Slam can kite them, but this is just not a favorable fight, and then the men-at-arms get to exploit the minimum range of the skirms. However, these men-at-arms are taking a little bit too much damage for my taste from this town center, so
because his micro is being really bad. I mean, his micro bad. I mean, I was going to be polite, but I can't. The micro from a spring is
suboptimal.
Yeah, it's not optimal. Okay, that's good. I will take this. With his micro, guys, is not really optimal. You know, I mean, it could do better. It could do better. Yeah, man, he's losing all the men-at-arms without doing any damage because he has not optimal micro. He has a terrible micro, man. This is unbelievable, man, and he's losing everything with the skirmishers. I don't know if he's gonna make. He don't need gold, man. I mean, he don't need gold to beat this attack. What do you think, Resonance? This is the best game ever, man.
Unfortunately, the micro just not meeting the minimum quality expectations that we have here, unfortunately. And Slam, I mean, every game of Age of Empires 2 boils down to this area of denial around the town center where players have to really avoid walking into that 6 range, or you can be like Spring and walk straight into that 6 range, eat a bunch of arrows, get decimated, and now Slam once again with a decisive, monumental lead, going for skirms against men-at-arms and winning. Nice.
Yeah. Well, he's switching. Spring at least is doing a stable at home. Okay, he's doing now a scouts. Those scouts will be strong because he's with 4 Magyars, but Slam is going there with 2 spears. 2 spears, good amount of skirmishes, and 1 eagle. That eagle is really damaged. I don't know if he's gonna be enough with those 2 spears and the skirmishes to stop those crazy Magyar scouts. He's wall, so he's gonna be fine. He shouldn't be in trouble at home. But at the back, we can check how Slam now is mining gold finally. He's well protected. He's all wall. He's doing the blast beat. He's gonna go and make the fletching. And comment a game with the spring. It's all the standard is just go to reverse. So you don't know what is gonna happen now because all the player with this forward will go with the map he has. Look at the map for Spring. He has a wood on the right side. He's completely wall and gold also safe. He could just go and be really close to big castle age. But now he's doing bloodlines, and 4 or 5 scouts. So he's going all in all the time. Spring. Well, it's nice. It's fun to watch. But the thing is, it's effective.
Yeah, you know. Okay, well, I thought he was going to go aggressive with those scouts. He was actually going to turn around. I was going to say generally, I think a good play from Spring to go aggressive here just because he has such a nice wall off, right? And a very good map generation. His Lumberjacks are super safe. His Gold Mine is super safe. But actually, Spring has changed his mind, I think, realizing that Slam is fully walled off. And he's looking for an opportunity here. Can he get it? It's all going to come down to good micro. Those Spearmen need to attack the Scouts, and those Scouts need to attack the Skirmishers. But that's not happening at all. At all. He's focus firing down the Spearmen. Oh, he actually got them. He got them off with the Men-at-Arms. And he's going to be able to zone them back. He might be able to claw his way back in the game.
He can kill all there. He can kill all there.
Nice.
Well, some people was telling in the chat, I don't know if you agree, do you think that the Spring is playing especially aggressive and crazy because he knows that if he's going standard, he has no chances against Slam because Slam is better? Well, it's a good point there. But even like that, you need a minimum, you know? Spring is now gathering 500 food, 300 gold, and he has good resources actually, so he can manage to go up to Castle Age faster than Slam. I don't know. Slam might still have now double archery range, okay, with the barrack there, 18 army, 7 army, 3 villages more, a lot of farms. So with the Mayans, 18 farmers, man, 18 farmers and 17 farmers, pretty similar, 3 villages more. The Scouts are inside, be careful because there is nothing to defend. Oh my goodness, if he find the wood, if he find the wall, or even the gold miners, he can destroy, man. It's bloodlines and +1. Go, go, go.
Oh no! Where's he going though? That's the question. Oh, he's just getting quick wall.
Yeah, he's walling out in the last second. There you go.
Oh, Spring getting played like a violin, getting read like a book. Go for the lumber camp. Does he even know where it is?
He break it, but he's there with a lot of archers. Yeah, he should be fine. He should be fine, completely fine.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, he didn't even get a villager!
Nothing.
Absolute disaster! This is why the Mem Titanic emote exists, but good news is, everybody, good news, everyone! Spring is on his way to the Castle Age. You know what Civ has a great Castle Age? The Magyars do. They have an excellent Night Rush. I mean, sure, the Mayans are insane in the Castle Age too, don't get me wrong. But we're in a situation where the Magyars are making units they like to make. They're allowed to make knights. This is when the Magyars excel. So maybe, just maybe, Spring can pull a miracle.
I see you really excited with the game, man. I think I infected you, man. I love it, man. I love it because I don't see Resonance calm anymore. I see Resonance going aggressive. Go! You casting, I listen to you. Vamos! 64 population, 50 population is 15 population different, but look, both are going Castle Age, but 3 villages more, 20 army. If he's doing now crossbows, he's gonna make crossbows. Is he mining a stone Slam? No, he's not doing a stone, and he's not going for eagles, but the knights now, whoa, look at the Slam now, I mean, look at the Sprint at home. Double archery range, double stable, he might go skirmishers. Oh well, it's a good combo, man. At least skirmishes and knights, and the knights with +2 attack for free. Don't forget, man. That can be really strong.
I mean, this is okay. So this is the anti-Mayans army, and we'll have to see if this pays off. He's going for full-on counter units, and with the reduced cost of elite skirmisher, this is even better. I actually think Spring's in a really good position here, and he's in this good position because he won that fight up there earlier. And what he had to do is he had to kill those spearmen as fast as humanly possible, which he did, and then go for the skirms, which is how he came out on top. And now he's going to go aggressively. This is an interesting decision because Slam is going to be able to get that crossman plus block arrow timing attack, prioritizing boson, everything, huge power spike. He might even be able to pick off a knight here. Oh no, he misses every single shot. Yeah. But the wall off the map is so good for Spring. Oh, but Spring's turning around. I think we're going to see a big fight, man.
But he's losing some villages here with the range with those archers. Be careful. In the other side, now he's coming back. You see, this is super important. He's wasting time. Now Spring has a very good army, but he was trying to attack. Slam. He couldn't go there because Slam was faster. But still, if he's going with the knights and the skirmishes, he's going to kill absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. Well, I don't know, man. Sorry, man, what are you telling in the chat? I don't know. Anyway, look at this ballistic +2. Oh, look this fight. It's a skirmishers. He need to get at least the heal advantage to make some damage. That army destiny is die, in my opinion. Let's see.
Now, I have to say, the ballistics will be decisive, and the bodkin arrow and +2 defense.
Yes, and he has +1. Yeah, he has +1 all in the skirmishes. Oh, well, the micro is gonna be crucial here to kill as much as possible knights, right? At least. Nah, but
yeah, I mean, it's all about the micro. 2 wolves joining the fray. but it looks like the Knights are just too strong. Unfortunately for Slam, he's got the upgrades, he had the control, but you just can't beat attack move patrolling Knights. Just click in the general direction of the enemy ranged units. If they don't have enough, you clean them up, and now Spring can go on the offensive with his elite skirmishers, perhaps. Can he do some damage here? Once again, he's a window of opportunity, and he won that fight, but he's still slightly behind.
Because he's gonna be behind in economy, and he's gonna be even more because now Slam is adding his third town center, while Spring will keep in one town center for a while. Why? He's not even mining a stone, so he's going all 1 TC in. That can work. This is like a push with the hands, you know? All 1 TC push, but the problem is Slam has those crows fully armored and a smart boy doing monks. So if he's able to convert few knights, that's it. He's going, oh, but he's not walling the north. Oh, look at the walling. Oh, look at that fast walling. 2 houses. Draw. That's amazing. I love those palisades super fast and quick because now he's gonna, and he's trapping. He's trapping behind with the 2 houses. Okay. Pity that he couldn't trap even more. Rest. He could trap completely. Beautiful, man.
Okay. So this play is so sick by Slam, pinning in this army, and a huge mistake by Spring, not noticing the way the map was set up. And Slam is so disgustingly good at Age of Empires 2, everybody, that he actually was clicking on those Knights HPs, and he focus fired down the low HP Knights with his town center during that fight. Absolutely disgusting play from Slam here. And he gets 2 conversions too, with the great monk response. And now Spring, caught with his tail between his legs, on the retreat. 1 TC all in is just not paying off versus the Mayans' longer-lasting resources economy.
Well, I have to say that I agree with you. It's disgusting play by him, but for Spring, because for him was absolutely beautiful, man. Because Slam did a really good move there, and he got bad luck that he couldn't trap a little. I mean, 2 seconds more, he could palisade completely and will destroy all the knights instantly. But right now, he converted 2 knights. Look at the crossbows. And now he's coming with so many knights and the skirmishes. The problem here is clear. If he's not doing a lot of damage right now, it's game over. Because look at the difference with the villages. Rest 72 village 51. Ooh. Now 1 mangonel that is gonna take down the skirmishes, and with those 2 knights converted, he's killing the mangonel. This is absolutely a Slam game because Spring, like he's doing so many times, is going all in against 1 civilization that if you let boom, the Mayans will dominate completely.
Aw, man, Spring just getting dominated in both of these games, and I hope the pressure's not getting to him. I think if he played a straight game, he actually has a chance of taking a game off Slam potentially. But these all-in strategies, I mean, Slam's been around the block. He knows how to deal with them. That wall off there was disgusting. It reminds me of that episode 16 of Break the Meadow with the wall off.
Oh my fucking god!
Spring, no wood upgrade, no! No.
Double V Dax now! Minute 33, do I suck? Well, I'm not gonna answer because I am the caster. Can you guys answer? I'm not doing... Come on, man, you don't make the double V Dax. Where is Idolfix in the channel? Idolfix, if you don't know and your viewers don't know when you all love this, it's a joke we did. It's a viewer, a beautiful viewer subscriber in this channel that in more than 1 game he make the double V Dax after 45 minutes. But he's not a 2.2k player. What the hell, man? You cannot fail like this. Damn it. And now, look at the mangonel. Yeah, well, this fight, man. But how many monks? 2, 4, 6 monks, man. If he convert half of those knights, that's it, man.
Oh my god, those converted knights, dude. What? And these mangonel shots are actually landing on these grouped up knights, doing a lot of chip damage to them. And like, Spring's army is so heavily injured. Here comes Slam, just threatening with the conversions. He's got the crossbows of mangonel of his own. When you go for an all-in 1 TC play, you need to be able to take advantage of your military lead and then do something. But unfortunately, Spring's going to be behind in both categories and just eat it in this fight.
Yeah, and look now, he's doing also a castle, so he's going to be completely fine. Oh, the mangonel! Ooh, good mangonel shot, but still, he's now killing that one. He's killing or not? Well, oh my goodness, the bada boom is happening there. There you go. He killed a lot now. Well, Slam is almost without army. He needs to make the castle. If he's not doing the castle, he still can be in some trouble because he's spamming knights all over, but still he converted 2. Nah, he's winning. It's game over, man. I mean, it's total destruction. 13 villages more. Look at the castle up, plume archers, and economy for a sprint. What the hell? How he can steal in 37 minutes with 1 town center?
Yeah, it is probably game over here for Spring. I have to say, he played that fight very well, I think. Actually managing to come out on top. But like you said, that castle is decisive. It's going to force the game to go to the Imperial Age, where trebuchets are going to be needed to take that thing down. But if the game goes to the Imperial Age, Slam's eco is so oppressively large that there's just no way that Spring can actually come back in this. Slam's going to get to the Imperial Age first, too, to add insult to injury. And look at him, even buying more stone. He wants more castles, he wants plumed archers. Spring is making good counter units.
Almost losing the castle. He deleted the second castle. Nice. I was checking that because almost killing, but now he's going to make the castle closer to the TC. Perfect. Well, he's playing just extremely safe right now, but the advantage is huge. 31 villages more, you can see. 31 villages more, almost in Imperial. The second castle is going to be up, and I believe that when he reaches Imperial, Spring will call it. I think so. Oh, he's coming with... Oh, he wants to make a castle. Look at the castle. Look at the castle forward he's trying to do. But the castle... Nice. Oh my God, GG.
They're so good. They are so good. And it is GG. I have to say thank you so much, Ace, for saying, I don't care about this game. This cast duo is awesome. I love co-casting with Mem. And this game was pretty crazy. But unfortunately, I mean, Spring just kind of got bodied by Slam. Spring had some great plays, but Slam, with some intense quick walling, managed to come out on top there. That was a GG.
Oh, thank you so much for that subscription with Twitch Prime. But now, focusing in the achievements, 61 unit kills, 75 sprint. But these achievements, if I put the achievements for the first game, it's like a mirror, man. Similar, man.
It is.
Similar. 31 villages more, like in the previous one. A bit more food now here for Sprint because he was sending a lot of knights. But, being with the Mayans, what you need is mostly wood and gold. And in that, Slam, 5,000 more wood, 3,000 more gold. We can see that the technology, they went Castle Age even faster Sprint, but he didn't took any advantage and still only 1 TC. Only 1 TC, if you don't kill super fast, that's not gonna work. So guys, 2-0, Slam versus Sprint. Oh, the bettings, guys, this is the third game, Slam won it, and now let's play the bettings fast and unpredictable, but we are inside, guys, inside already with the third game. And Slam, Slam is with the hands. We are not going to discover the hands. And Spring with Malay. Malay is a 6 civilization. We will see very soon the overview there. And goal in front, another goal in front, and another one, all forward. But hands are hands. These hills, boar, stone at the back, and well, I want to see forest, big forest at the back with the berries. Another big forest on the right side. He could palisade to the edge of the map. I don't know. Big hills here. 2 ships, another 4 ships forward. Well, let's see. I don't like that all his resources are forward, but we're going to see how Slam is going to play this one. Actually, he didn't play aggressive or defensive in the previous one, but now Spring, berries at the back, gold on a side, stone on a side, and they played yesterday. Mr. Uros. Lambricam, wood at the back, berries, and what is he going to do with Malay? Well, really interesting, because it's a civilization that he could go, for example, 20...
Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
Blitzcraft!
Huh?
No, well, I just got $100 donation. I have to stop to say thank you so much with Blitzcraft. Thank you so much. I miss you, man. I miss you, man. You have to come more to the channel and not for the donation, because you are... Guys, now seriously, this guy was my first donator on Twitch.
Really?
The first donation I got on Twitch was him 4 years ago. You can see.
Wow.
You can see. He just resubscribed 39 months. 39 new subscription in the channel. I'm not kidding. So it's amazing that he did the resubscription just now, because it was my first donator. I remember, man, I'm you know, details matter, and I remember my first subscriber, my first donation, my first, no, my first girl, I don't remember. I'm sorry, guys, I have to make it because it's the truth. I don't remember, man. I don't remember. But now, seriously, going back to the game, what he... You keep casting, I cannot cast English. Well, now seriously, what to do with Malay? The first subscriber was Ace's win. What to do with the Malay? It's a 6 civilization. Go, go, go.
They are a 6 civilization, however they're extra sick on the water, and there's no water on Arabia, or at least not in this generation. I mean, I guess the ponds can help with infinite fish traps, but this is the 50% chance Arabia, the one that does not have any ponds, so yeah. So what can the Malay do on land exactly? Well, most importantly, they advance through the ages 80% faster, which allows Spring to all in 80% faster and potentially die 80% faster. But we'll have to see, though. He might be able to catch Slam off guard.
That's a good point, man. I mean, died 80% faster, I think, is the strategy he's gonna use. But now, seriously, with Malay, according to this crazy play that he's doing, he should try to go extremely aggressive, don't you think? I mean, he should go. I mean, you saw the first and the second game, you know? Go crazy aggressive. Like, for example, if you click 20 population up with this civilization, it's gonna be like 8 minutes up, 8 minutes something, maybe super early, and you can go tower as whatever. Go crazy aggressive. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Spring is a very good offensive player, and I actually like this Civ choice by him. It fits his playstyle. The 80% faster advancing, you can do some crazy strategies with that. And at the very least, it's like a small, negligible eco boost. It's not nearly anywhere as close to as good as the amount of wood that you save as the Huns not having to build houses, as well as that villager work time that they have to spend building the houses. But it does kind of give you a 2-villager lead. Slam, though, on his way up to the feudal age at a very, very low population, 20 villagers, so he wants to apply some early pressure. Spring, though, even if he starts advancing now, he's going to hit feudal age maybe even slightly sooner.
Yeah, well, the problem is that, you can see, he went up with 22 population, and he's getting faster. I have tested this 80%, and I think the difference is 2 villages. You know,
yeah, it's 2 villagers.
I think it's 2 villages exactly. So it's important,
man.
He's
missing a villager then.
Yeah, it's important, but we don't know, man. We really don't know. With the Spring, all the guess that we are doing, it's we can be wrong because he's a different player, and I think I have the feeling that he's doing on purpose. You know, that he just like to play like this, and he just go crazy, because when he play safe like a standard, he can play really strong. But yeah, I remember some games in Nations Cup that he dominated big time in those team games, playing strong. But let's see. Now we have Slam in feudal age, going to be with a stable, but stable for Spring as well. So they are going to scout. Nothing, well, standard. You know, nothing crazy. With a Spring with 2 villages more, that's the difference for this civilization.
Yeah, I mean, I like Slam grabbing his eco upgrades immediately right off the bat, the double bit axe and horse collar, and then Spring will immediately follow up. Very important thing to do. I think that Slam has a very safe wood line here, but he might end up losing a villager due to some spaghetti pathing, actually, and just, but the scout's gonna get walled in, so he can't escape. Once again, Slam's micro, absolutely disgusting. Both players going for scouts, but the Huns get the scouts out 20% faster. And I actually am a big fan of Spring's playstyle. Like I said, one of my more popular videos was during the first AoE 2 HD tournament ever, the Viper versus Spring Grand Finals, where Spring's insanely crazy rush playstyle really paid dividends. He can do it, maybe.
Spring was in a grand final? I have to watch that, man. You have to send me this guy, really, because I want to see it.
It's really old. It's like 2013. This is back when AoE 2 HD ran like...
It's nice, man. It's nice. Well, 3 villages now difference. 3 villages now difference, 24-27 villages, and he did a little palace on the right side. They are going standard, farming a lot both players as much as possible. They are not going any on goal, but Slam has already a lot more scouts, while Spring is doing any spear or something. He's doing now the spear. Don't hit the town center. I'm checking now Slam point of view. He can see exactly, yeah, all the Spring base. When if we check now Spring, he can also see Slam. Not really. He can see the wood, but he cannot see the gold, the stone, and anything. If you check point of view from Spring, he didn't spot it yet. The goal for Slam, which is important if the game keep going. For a later game, but I think he will see it. Now they are going scout and spear, the same, but the economy with the hands and but the Spring is again idle TC. He really get idle TC so much. Remember that he was 3 villages ahead. Look now, he will be 1 village different very shortly. Look.
Yeah, there's no reason that he should be behind in villages here with that TC idle time. And I have to say that the way these fights are going to boil down to is who can keep their spears alive, because the spears kill the scouts in 3 hits if they don't have bloodlines and 4 hits if they do. And inevitably Slam should pull ahead here in scout production because they come out 20% faster, and even with the villager deficit, like, he's going to start pulling ahead. So Spring has to do something. He's got to do it fast. He has to keep his spears alive and not let the enemy spears touch his scouts, which he is doing a good job of.
He's doing
that. The spears fight the spears. Nice.
He's doing that right now. I was just exactly there where you were talking about the spears. Oh, look at the Spring. I like that tower. He's securing the gold and the stone. It's a good one. It's a good one. It's in that little hill, so he's getting that really spot, protecting the gold, the stone. He's open. Well, he's walling, man. Now he's walling more. Look at those palisades till those 2 forests. Now he's gonna wall more. No, not really. But now Slam is adding archer ranges, and Slam is doing the bloodlines already. Well, Slam, if he's also adding archers, he's gonna go all in. Well, we will see. It seems so, but he has no defense at home. He has to be careful because Spring has also the scouts coming. Scouts are coming. Yeah. Look. He's coming. Little palisade. It's gonna be in time. No. He's there. No, it's not. He's there. But kill. He's walling, and he's walling in the last second all the time. Ay. Slam boy. He's walling all the time. Make a palisade gate. Make a palisade. No, he don't need it. Don't need it. He wall it. You see a Spring FU. What means that? Well, we all know.
Debated, everybody. Debated. Just when you think Slam's about to make a misplay and mess up his quick wall, boom, he gets it. He gets it every time. Slam never fails his quick wall. And now Spring once again has to retreat. And I have to once again emphasize the importance of getting bloodlines when your opponent has a lot of spearmen, allowing you to live that extra hit. Great split by Slam too. Again, absolutely disgusting play to pick off those scouts. Both players getting wheelbarrow at about the same time. Spring, though, I like these playing this one, like, a little less all-in. I do. The dynamic is reversed here a bit. That watchtower positioning is immaculate. He's got defensive spears. I think even though he might get routed here while these guys are doing their dance on the hill, trying to fight for that elevation advantage, Spring should be able to defend. He's actually close.
No, he's playing completely different to the other games. If you check, he's about to go up to Castle Age, man. His resources, he's gathering, he has the resources to go up. I don't know if he has the blacksmith. He has the blacksmith, he has the stable. He's mining stone. Oh my god. This civilization, remember, if we go Castle Age and he will go in a very good position, make a castle and Karambit warriors, is a crazy civilizations. Crazy civilizations. So let's see, man. Let's see. Well, like you said, he's not playing now like in all the other games, all in. He's just, and he's managing the economy. You see?
So, I told you, reverse sweep.
Reverse, exactly.
Reverse sweep incoming. Look at this. He's even daisy chaining these watchtowers to protect each other. Spring knows that this area, based off the map generation, is of immense strategic importance, and he's even going to wall the base of this watchtower because the melee units from Slam won't be able to attack and exploit that minimum range. He's got the spears in the defense. Spring has laid out his base so well, creating this makeshift funnel into the town center. He's going to get to the Castle Age so much faster, 80% faster to be specific, and the Knights might come out from him. We'll see, and maybe he can do something because Slam's pretty wide open. That's one of the downsides of the Huns, is that you don't get to use houses as part of your walls.
The problem is how he's gonna go Knights with 2 villages on gold.
Don't!
2 villies on goal. Has a stable 2 villies on goal. He's already in Castlage. Sprint doing the hard card. Goal mining average, yes, goal mining average might work. But man, put more villies on goal with 2 villies on goal. So, I don't understand this. He go very strong to Castlage and now he's not doing a single upgrade for these units. He's not doing any unit because he has 0 resources. So you go to Castle, well, maybe to book. He's doing extra tone center, he's doing all the average, Spring is doing scale mail armor, probably to protect, but he's against Hans, Res. He's against Hans. Hans, we all know. He's gonna go crossbow now. Crossbow armor.
So
and spam cav archers. He can raid all over with those. And now he's inside with the scout. And the archers are coming. Ay, ay, ay. What is he doing now?
I actually think this is a misplay by Slam for once. It is possible, ladies and gentlemen, it is possible. I actually think he has misplayed here and he will lose this army potentially. We'll see. Walking straight underneath that town center, trying to apply some pressure because he's afraid of Spring's town center.
He's not losing, man.
Maybe
he's not losing. 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 Unbelievable. He's there now. He's going to kill the lumberjacks.
A knight.
Look at this.
What is this fast castle age into nothing build? Fast castle age into technologies. It's like Spring. I liked his playstyle, but he got to the castle age so fast and he's doing nothing with it. He needs to build a defensive watchtower to protect his lumber camp. He needs to make a military in 2017. A single battle elephant will take care of this.
Nah.
He can actually make a single battle elephant.
Look. He has the archers, the crossbow, the bodkin arrow. Oh my god, there is a bill. I don't even know what he means. He's still mining gold with 1 villager, man. He has a stone to make it a castle. Okay, he's gonna make the castle, but now Slam. Well, he's gonna make the castle forward. He has a lot of farming, and now Slam can raid. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! He's sending the archers. He's coming with the archers. He's gonna go with the archers. He's gonna see the archers. Slam, go forward. If he catch up those villains doing the castle, he's gonna go and kill everything. He's going with the crossbows, and now he's gonna kill absolutely everything. There you go.
Somebody hold me.
He's killing all, man.
Somebody hold me. What am I? No. Disaster. This castle will not go up. And you can't just fast castle age into nothing. You can't just fast castle age.
Just let one strat work. Just let one strat work. But the thing is,
Karambit warriors, dude. Okay, they did get +1 attack. I did actually manage to convince Decision to give them +1 attack in the castle age because they used to be completely useless. So.
But even if he did the castle. He did the castle at what price? How many villages he killed? Has killed a lot. He's killed a lot, and look at the crossbows that he put in the lumber camp. He has deleted the lumber camp, okay, or not? No, he's still there, the lumber camp, and he's there with the crossbows. Only 5 villages behind. Well, the thing is, after all that disaster, he's only 5 villages behind. He could be happy with that, but the population is 63 Slam, 42 Sprint, with 21 army, 4 army, and 1, 2, 3 tone centers. 3 tone centers for Spring, okay. 1, 2, 3.
So this build, as a guy who was heavily involved, I was working on Rise of the Raja's development since day one, and you know, I've playtested this build a lot. It doesn't match up very favorably versus this specific build that the Huns do every game. Which is, you know, usually some sort of like heavy scouts play, and then maybe they go for crossbows or cav archers or knights. Karambit warriors typically do poorly against basically all of those things. They kind of do okay versus eagles, but I think you actually need to be ahead for this to work because the Karambit warrior has decent mobility, but to say it gets hard countered by this specific like cav archer Hun playstyle is an understatement. They have 1 pierce armor with these things. They just disintegrate. Ugh.
The problem is not about the Karambit and what they can do. I mean, if he has now the +1, the problem is that he has 1 army.
Look at those 3 at the top, man. They're gonna die, by the way.
Spring has 1 army. They still didn't kill the army. Now he's killing the army after 10 minutes. Look at the Cavarches. He don't notice more villages down, 10 villages different. He's going with the Cavarches, ballistic. And I want to say, people in the chat, I have seen that the moderators are doing a good job. We can joke a little bit, Res or me, about the playstyle or something, but we are just joking and being respectful.
Always.
Please.
Always.
So be respectful with the players. I have seen that the moderator did the job, so we'll keep going with the casting, but be respectful, okay? And
yeah.
And there is some
It's
people,
super.
I mean, and there is different skills between the players. It's obvious that Islam is a better player, is more solid, and if Islam don't choke and play properly, he should win 9 out of 10 times against Islam. That's it. That's obvious. But this is what happened also in tournaments. First round of the tournament, usually there is more than one game that is one-sided. We can feel happy that in this tournament, the first round is being so surprised and being really, really strong. But now, back to the game, look at the population, Res. 18 village difference, and he wanted to go one style that is not good for a sprint. Because a sprint is good when he's going crazy aggressive. He went defensive for one, and now he has the castle doing Caramid Warriors, but with those Caramid Warriors, he's not gonna be able to do anything against so many Cav Archers.
Yeah, the problem is that this is the worst possible matchup for this specific build, which, believe it or not, I promise you all, can work sometimes actually, and is a potential candidate for an eventual Break the Meta episode, but not in this specific case. They match up very poorly versus Cav Archers. It's a strict hard counter, and I think it can't be stated enough that Spring actually is a good player, and he is capable of taking games off of these players like Slam. It's just that Slam has been playing this series immaculately well. Every time you think he's going to make a misplay, he's just like, nah, just kidding, I'm not going to misplay at all. He's been doing this perfectly. Cav Archers were the unit of choice here, which are just perfect, and the Karambit Warriors, I mean, I like the defensive castle by Spring to protect this really crucial point on the map, and I like the market to rebalance his eco. It's good that he's going heavy on gold. Like, he's doing everything he needs to claw his way back in the game, but Slam is just efficient, is the word. Yeah, picking off these villagers, keeping them down.
Yeah, he's already with really big advantage. Like you say, that castle is in a perfect position, actually. He's protecting two-tone centers, the main goal, so the access to the farmers. But the problem is that this unit composition for Slam is way better. Those Cav Archers with all the damn upgrades, they have bloodlines, thumbprint, ballistic, everything, you know? So he's raiding all the time, constantly. So it's
3 groups at once.
Yeah. And Islam, look at Islam, I am on his point of view now. On the way to Imperial, man. On the way to Imperial. Yeah, man, he's on the way to Imperial. Look at those Cav Archers, 1, 2, and now Islam has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 archery ranges at home. He's not going up because he doesn't have the building. Now he's doing the monastery, but as soon as he will go up, and also with the hand card. This game is all ready for Slam, absolutely.
Slam's micro was so very good for most of that, you know, managing to micro 3 groups of cavalry archers simultaneously, raiding that eco, and just not letting Spring ever get a footing in this game. But I do have to say that Spring got a couple of good engagements there, picking off some cavalry archers, and then also boxing in the cavalry archers, pinning in between those 2 town centers. The Karambit Warriors are fast enough that they can chase down these Cav Archers. He's finally getting enough of them that he can do something, and he is using the market to buy resources, but once again, it might just be too little too late, as I think Slam's eco advantage is just too large. 30 extra villagers going to the Imperial Age? Spring is making this build work, but he's too far behind. He's half the pop.
Yeah, it's really difficult. I mean, there's no chance. There's no chance. You have described perfectly fine what is going on, but at this point now, and he's going to Imperial not with 120 villages or something, but look at that ratio kills death, 84 unit kills, 39. So how many of those unit kills has been villages? Most of them has been raiding all the time around his economy. If you check his city, look at the dead bodies. It's insane. There's a lot of dead bodies still there. And that fight.
Army. He's gonna lose everything.
He will call it.
Absolutely clobbered, destroyed, shredded like paper. Like, dude, these Karambit Warriors, they've got no defense at all. 30 HP, they have 1 pierce armor. This strategy can work, but no, Slam's got this game. He's gonna get the heavy cover.
Have you noticed, Res? Have you noticed that those Karambit Warriors, they are even worse than Villiers. They only have 6 attack, but Villiers has better armor and more HP.
That's why I gave them 1 extra attack. That's the least. They could at least use that.
Yeah, man.
And they also need chainmail armor, by the way. That's kind of a minimum prerequisite for this build to work. But poor Spring just didn't have the eco for this, and it just doesn't match up well versus Hun's cavalry archers, unfortunately. I mean, Spring, okay, he's using the market, which again, my man, that is the play to get to the Imperial Age 80% faster. TM with Rise of the Rajas, and He's getting his upgrades. He's
going
just so
up.
far behind.
He's going up
just so
with,
far behind economically.
He's going up to Imperial with 57 villages. He has 12 army. Well, it's not 12 army. It's more. The spec overlay don't detect that it's double. Remember, guys, we didn't mention that it's take half
weak,
the population. Half the population. The Cannonball War, so he has 28. But come on, he's coming with Rams. Those cab arches are going to be heavy cab arches very soon with Spartan tactics, chemistry. He's coming with the Rams, cab Rams already, and this is gonna be total domination by Slam. People was asking, Jordan has been streamed? Yes, has been streamed, and now we are going to keep going with two of the last cities. I'm telling this because I think this is impossible for Sprint to come back. Do you think he will be able to counter this? No, man.
No. So he won't, because Elite Karambit Warrior takes quite a bit of time to research. I'm gonna get this wrong. I think it's like 45 seconds or something. And I mean, he's gonna get the Elite Karambit Warrior, and this is when they get. The problem is they get one additional melee armor, but not one additional pierce armor anymore. That was actually taken away from them. And they have 8 attack, but like seriously, it's just a horrible matchup for him. And the problem is he spends all the time researching the tech, and he doesn't get to make any more Karambit Warriors and take advantage of the fact they create super quickly and don't cost anything. So he falls further and further behind, and heavy Karambit GG. Yep. Oh man, really well played by Slam, and I love Spring's builds. I think they were creative, they were interesting, but just ultimately Slam played so efficiently, and I think that Spring is a good player. He was capable of taking some games here, but maybe just a little bit too aggressive in some cases.
I'm watching the chat. They think that we cannot see the chat, but we are watching the chat, and we're going to keep watching the chat. Why? Because we want to see the chat. You see the chat there? Because I do. And they are talking there. Guys, we keep watching the chat, okay? Let's some other.
Yeah, we do.
You see? Oh, come on. Look at this. Well, 3-0. Better to not see the chat.
I'm reading both my Twitch chat and Mem's Twitch chat. And by the way, I appreciate all the love and support. Like, this is Mem has like the most welcoming, just polite community ever. It's great. I never feel more at home than I do co-casting here. So thank you everybody. And again, I think that Spring, he's pulled some magic before. I've seen him pull some magic. This time though, Slam comes out on top. Interesting series. You know what? I'll cast another series with you, man. What's next? What's next?
Okay, I'm going to check. I'm going to check what we are going to cast. Let's see. Military, 137 units, 64 largest army. Economy. You can see the economy with more food, but not by much. Well, with that rating, and he was almost the same food economy, but on wood, 8,000 and 5,000 on gold. Ay. 96 villages, 63, and let me check. Well, we're going to keep going. This is 3-0, and we still have 2 great series to watch. Stay tuned, guys.